This officer is also responsible to do at least one health-related event every quarter. This officer coordinates at least one event with FCC annually. So, our candidate, we have Crystal Hammond. So, Crystal, before I open the floor to questions, you can stand right in front of you. You can introduce yourself and state why you're running for the position, and then I'll open up to okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Crystal Hammond and I'm running for Recreational Director. So I'm running for this position because I want to help organize events, and I also want to help organize events so that we can so I can help students, have a place to have fun, and also give them activities where they can become socially aware and also culturally aware, and also so that they can gain a sense of community and form those bonds and lasting friendships.
So this time, if anybody has questions for Crystal. Okay, Brian.
Okay. So since Recreational Director is required to have a health-related event each quarter, what are your plans to implement this?
Okay. Well, to be honest, I haven't put much thought into going towards having health events each quarter, but for me, I would say that I'm really trying to
You got this, Crystal.
okay.
You go, Crystal. You got this, Crystal.
Just breathe.
I don't have any time
Okay, so, like I said, I don't have any ideas at this moment for health activities each quarter, but I do plan on having them, and I do plan on getting advice from my predecessor and also others who are willing to give advice for me in order to create events that are really going to want students to be involved, and also like I said, give them a sense of community. Even though it's just help, I really want them to want to be involved and want to actually do something towards this position. Yeah.
Dale?
So there are a lot of times when Keith gets criticized for being cliquey. What do you think about cliques, and how will you address them, and how will you make the space less intimidating to others?
Okay, well, for me, I would say that it's only a clique if you make it a clique. I think that I think that the space is really welcoming, but for the idea of if people have cliques, I'd say I try to create more events where people are able to integrate and where they're able to communicate with others, and just kind of put it in a sense of where there's just not one group over here and one group over there, but we're all able to come together and kind of make something bigger than that. And sorry, what was your second part of the question?
How will you make the space less intimidating to others, so we get more inviting to everyone who feels like they're not mixed with, I guess?
To make it less intimidating, I would say I would try to put on the kind of events that are kind of warming and not just out there, but so that they're able to have the students actually be able to socialize and not kind of stray away from one side to another. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Ed?
With the late start of the upcoming school year, how do you plan to make the process for friendship games smoother, since you basically have only 3 weeks to have students go? Second part of the question, how will you engage the students to come?
Okay, well, I do plan on coming up with ideas for friendship games before school starts, so that when school does start, I can like, share my ideas with others and get their input to make the transition smoother. And, sorry, what was the second part?
How do you engage students? How are you going to engage the students to come to friendship games?
Well, like definitely with a lot of advertising, and also just, I'm gonna help put it in a sense, like advertise it in a way that they feel invited and they feel like they're gonna gain something if they go to the friendship community and like have fun and like, create those friendships when they do go to the friendship games.
Andrew?
So as a fresh person who has not been to friendship games, how do you plan on programming this event with the activities coordinator without any first-hand experience?
Okay, well, like I previously said, I'm definitely going to get advice from anyone who's willing to give it to me, but I do have experience in planning events, and but I'm still willing to like see like what the advice gets me, and like try to make that advice that I get. I'm gonna try to make it like grow and make like my perspective of what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna try to make that grow in order to create the best, like put on the best event that like I'm trying to get that. Okay, sorry. Put on like the best like. Put on the best like. Put on just put on the best event that I can, and like I said, like I'm really just gonna take the input of others around me, but still coordinate my ideas into what I want to do, but make it the best for everyone, at least the best that I can.
Tone each hand first.
So, what event specifically have you had experience with, and what was that experience like? Like, what were the successes, the failures, the struggles that you had to go through?
Okay, well, currently I'm a summer bridge intern at the Oasis office, and and like so we planned an event winter quarter, and we're also planning an event right now for spring quarter for the summer bridge students. But like with that event, like since it was kind of my first time ever planning one, like I definitely saw the struggles of seeing how everything was gonna like come together, and kind of seeing how each like different part was gonna be its difficulty, and it was definitely stressful. But I think I overcame it by first of all like kind of keeping calm with it, and also getting input from like past interns and like those who are around me, and like and getting their ideas with my ideas and kind of making them all flow together to create like the best event that would benefit the students the most.
And that was 5 questions. So I know that people have questions. Would you want to answer them?
Sure.
All right. So we'll start with Christian.
Okay. So as recreational director, you primarily deal with the social pillar of KP. However, events such as like the friendship games, it has a problematic stigma to the event itself, such as like the hypersexualized games. There's been reports of sexual harassment that occur at the event itself. So I guess my question is like, how do you plan on educating our GEB members about these issues, as well as making sure they don't fall like victim or instigate any of these issues?
Okay, well, again, to me, it's only like kind of overly hypersexualized if you make it that way, because I think one of the points of friendship games is to like have fun and to like have fun with those around you. But like if that is an issue, I really want to like point out that that we're here we're not here for that, but that if it is a problem, like that they can come to me and like we can see what we can do about it and trying to find a way around it, as opposed to like making it a bigger problem than it is.
Which question I want to ask? Okay. So what do you believe your position's purpose or mission is in the space, and what are your goals in fulfilling the purpose or mission of this position?
I believe that the purpose of my position is to, is definitely to like organize events for the students, but also, like I said, kind of help them create a sense of community and like get those long-lasting bonds that like I definitely crave for. But and then what was the second part of the question?
What are your goals in fulfilling that purpose or mission for the position?
My goals in fulfilling that would be to have events where students are able to like get a sense of community and like where they're able to have fun and mingle and like be around others who maybe they haven't been around before, so that they can like they start fresh and create something new in order to like excel into like a better place with the people that they have and others around them.
Ryan.
So on your application, you state that along with being on KP board, it's possible that you'll also be BSU's access coordinator for spaces. So I just was curious, how well are you with time management, and how do you handle stress?
Well, for me, first of all, stress for me is better because it motivates me to get my stuff done, and also it just motivates me to work harder and put everything I'm doing at a better place. And for time management, I think I have pretty good time management because like I managed to get everything done on time. Like I won't accept anything late for myself, let alone for anyone else. And I like to organize it so that I know what needs to get done first, but I still like make sure everything gets done too.
I hear a lot about community in your answers. What is your definition of community? And besides putting on events, how do you plan on fostering community within you?
My sense of community is, for me, it's my safe haven where I can feel like myself and not feel like I'm trying to be someone else or like trying to just trying to be at a higher place than I really am. And like it's just a place where I feel safe and like where I'm accepted by those around me. And you said how would I be fostering it with what?
How do you plan to foster community besides putting on events?
Okay, honestly, I don't know, but I will definitely work on like finding a way to do it without just putting on events.
This will be the last question because this is like the 10th question. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so as a potential new board member on a board of mostly new board members, how do you plan on keeping others accountable, like doing their jobs and whatnot, yeah, pretty much. How do you keep others accountable, like, and how are you with keep maintaining like a personal / work relationship with other people, especially if they're all going to be potentially your friends?
I would say for keeping people accountable, like we all know our jobs, but like if someone needs a reminder, like I would remind them, and like, but if they also and remind them that if they need help, that we're here to help them as well. And for what was the second part?
Second one is how are you maintaining personal / work relationships, especially if these people are already like your good friends?
Well, I would definitely say that work comes first because we need to get done what we need to get done, and after that we can do things like on a different personal level. But if anything, it's always work first.
All right. Thank you, Crystal.
You-